Alright, we're going to go over version 2 pistons. The biggest difference between most pistons is the piston teeth. So this is a full plastic tooth piston, and this one is a metal rack piston. So first off, I actually prefer plastic tooth pistons. The reason for that is because then this becomes the wear part of the gearbox between the pistons and the gears. So in your gearbox, your sector gear is interacting with your piston, and then because the plastic is softer than the metal of the gears, their wear point is going to be the piston teeth. And if the piston breaks, it's really easy to get in there, clean it out, replace the piston. Now, if you have metal on metal contact, then the wear is going to be between one of the two, which is ever harder, or if something jams in here, these are going to bang against each other and one of these is going to break. Which, if the gear breaks, then you got to worry about getting a gear that matches properly and then shipping it and doing all that kind of stuff, when you can just worry about replacing a piston, which is a much easier and simpler job. The other thing you'll see recommended out there is to kind of like port or lighten the piston. Like on this one, someone had drilled holes in here to try to lighten it. It has these cool slits in the sides. You take off weight, and the reason people do that in the higher rate of fire gear builds is that because of the piston weight, sometimes the piston on the return path can actually be slower than the gear coming back to its position and shooting again. So what will happen is it'll shoot, and then the piston will slow down a little bit or be slower than the gear, and then they will mesh on return, which is called pre-engagement, which is really bad. But that's only going to be an issue for higher speed builds, things like that, and you'll hear when that happens and the gun will just completely jam. But that's why you'll see some people switch cheese or pistons or just do stuff like that. But yeah, I really only recommend the full metal teeth if you are doing like a high FPS build or like a DSG build. But more than often than not, in most of my guns, I just use the plastic tooth pistons. That way I don't have to worry about replacing my gear set if something catastrophic fails. But yeah, have a good one.